Oh man, good to be back. Happy June, my guy.
Yes,
Happy
we are
June.
back.
Yes. Welcome to the Freedom Cage podcast, where we lock into a free state of mind each and every pay week on all DSPs, of course. I got my main guy, my ace, my left and my right this week, Shawn, better known as Mr. Singularly on all my socials to my right.
You know.
And me, I'm Kenny, also known as King Kaepernick on all socials. But today, man, it's Happy Pride Month, bro.
Yes. Is it officially Happy Pride Month, LGBTQ plus community? We hope you enjoyed this month. Have the best time, man, for real.
Definitely feel like you're missing like 3 or 4 letters, but the plus carries everything.
That's right. I was so glad they added the plus. I was like, it's going to be the alphabet after a while.
It's a good blanket just to put it over everything.
But I love them all, man.
Yes,
Love you.
You must. You have to. Or you will get canceled. We also want to say a happy Caribbean Heritage Month to all our Caribbean cats.
Listen,
whether
to
you're
all my
boat or not. This is your time.
Listen, where we're located, we can smell the jerk chicken from here.
I'm getting some right after the show.
And it is lovely.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Exquisite. Man,
every time. But as you know, we wasn't here for the 15th of May, unfortunately.
That's right.
Hate to leave you guys stranded, but unfortunately, there was a new birth in the family of the Freedom Cage podcast.
Oh, yeah, man.
I have my new son here, Lennox, now.
Congrats, brother. Congrats.
Got the boy, man.
Yes,
Finally got the boy. Feels good. Feels good. I mean, got a little umph in the step now when I walk. Not gonna lie. I mean, wife came through, told the doctor it's time. They said, cool. Walked in and out of there like a champ.
That's what I'm talking about.
No more to talk about. But yeah, Lennox is here. We're back. And
blessings.
But sadly, we did miss right after our last show. With life comes death.
Yes.
And we lost a great one. Paul Mooney. He passed away back on the 19th. Right. If you don't know Paul Mooney, he was an actor, comedian, super famous. Bit of a dark/too real for some comedian.
Yes.
But he was famous from the Chappelle Show. He also did a famous movie called Bamboozled.
Yes.
But he passed away at the age of 79. It's funny. It took me a while to get adjusted to Paul Mooney. I remember seeing him live once at Carolinas, and I was sitting in the front row, and
big mistake.
I knew the kind of comedy he had. You know what I mean? But I kind of felt safe because I matched the complexion for what was going on. You know what I mean? But I was sitting next to some people that weren't my complexion, and I was nervous for them the whole show.
Yeah.
Maybe 30, 40 minutes in, he got into his white bag.
Yep.
And I could see the ties loosening, like the napkins hitting the forehead. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen a couple whites get up and walk out. They said, I can't take this shit. He said, fuck you then. Tickets already paid for.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm walking out. But it took me a while to start truly appreciating the genius that Paul Mooney was. But what I didn't know until unfortunately he passed away, he brought a lot of Richard Pryor's material back in the day.
Yeah, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy. Like, he was behind some of the best material.
Yeah, he was.
Out there.
That was crazy. But shouts to him, his family, his loved one, his fans. He will be missed as always. And I will definitely watch one of those Chappelle shows this weekend. His Nostradamus.
Man.
It was always funny. Always funny.
Yeah, and that, what was it? Ask a black dude.
Ask a black dude. That was fucking hilarious.
Funny.
Too.
That was funny. And the only thing I'll add is, just like Kenny stated, he was a transcendent comedian, pretty much just how Dave Chappelle is right now, because he spoke about the things that nobody wanted to speak about. And in this era of sensitivity, let me tell you, he would not have cared. He would have gave it to you the same way that Dave Chappelle is. So,
very so.
Yeah, we're going to miss him.
Word. I don't think there's anyone as raw as he currently was prior to him going. But hopefully somebody could dodge and weave the woke boat and skip cancel culture and try to deliver that same kind of dark racist magic that he was able to walk that fine line on. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But in other news, man, Memorial Weekend, bro. Outside's fucking open.
It is open, y'all. Let me tell you something. So now, Memorial Day weekend sucked.
Yeah.
It was fucking raining. It was ugly. But outside is open. If you got an umbrella and it's indoors, you can enjoy some shit.
You're good. I've seen a couple of those outdoor cafes in front of streets starting to slowly break down.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's slowly creeping back to 100% capacity.
Yeah.
And everybody's starting to get back, trying to get back into the groove of things.
That's right.
But yeah, man, outside's back. Little anxious for it, but still nervous for it.
Yeah.
We spoke about it quickly as far as the sports stuff, but the garden was packed also. A lot of people wearing masks, some not.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, if you're out there, get vaccinated if you have to. But as always, do your research.
Definitely,
we'll talk about that at the COVID section as always. You know what's coming up.
Definitely, man. And yeah, let us know what you did for Memorial Day. If you felt safe, if you thought it was a little too safe or a little too open, I should say. And any crazy stories. I love hearing good stories because I don't do much. So I live vicariously through my doing much friends that do a lot.
Word. They always hit me when they something to do.
Yeah. So on a more somber note, but a light note, because, you know, it's commemoration. So we are talking about George Floyd on May 25th. It was celebrated the Day of Enlightenment. His parents actually started the George Floyd Memorial Center. And during this day, there were a lot of events across the world, across our states, where they were remembering George Floyd. I think even the lady that shot the video, Darnella Frazier, actually put together a real good tribute for him. We all know how crucial her video was to actually getting the guilty verdict on Derek Chauvin. And listen, the site is selling a lot of merchandise. I actually purchased a shirt myself because all of this money is supposed to be going towards really passing the George Floyd Policing Act towards police reform.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's the goal. That is the goal. But yeah, a lot of people. Minnesota was super packed as always.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of people also at the White House.
Right.
They invited his family members to come in. I believe Speaker Pelosi was there as also. But the whole Floyd family met with President Biden and VP Harris for like about an hour or so at the White House.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice to see, just to see that it wasn't forgotten as quickly as most things are.
Yeah.
So not to celebrate, but just never forget. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was definitely good to see.
Yeah, and it was crazy because I think the biggest part of it was that with George Floyd, we know a lot of companies jumped out of the woodwork and had all these initiatives, all these promotions going on. And right now, you make a great point. Who's still pushing the movement?
Correct.
Where's the momentum? I can tell you a lot of companies have died out.
Far and few now.
You know what I mean? You don't hear from them. So we'd like to hear from you guys. Is your company still pushing the initiative for equity, for making sure that you feel included, that sense of inclusiveness? Let us know, because I'm hearing a lot of bad things out there.
Oh man, that's not that's not good. That they like to push the black community at a certain forefront when it's make money time. Yeah. But as soon as the money kind of dries up, all the thought kind of as an after statement, they kind of back off the ranks and it's business as usual. Yeah. And we can't take that anymore. So we'll see how
it's
it goes.
Purely reactive.
As always.
Terrible.
Another quick appreciation. You saw who else was at the White House?
Yes, I did. Mr. Bigger Picture himself.
Yeah, man. Little baby showed up, man. It was cool to see him over there as well, showing respect to the family. I believe he also threw a party for Gianna, so that was also good to know. Yes. Yeah, man, it was cool to see him there because as a famous rapper writing fire verses, he really doesn't have to show face at certain platforms, but Little Baby tends to show out when he needs to, and for that one, it was right on time.
Yeah, and social media is undefeated. You can't do anything good in this world without somebody trying to make fun of it. So there was all kinds of memes about when he was sitting there with Kamala Harris, our VP, and then of course while he was listening to the speech that was being given in front of the White House, there was like faces that he was making, and people like, when you're trying to understand the teacher in algebra class, or you know what I mean, like,
internet don't sleep, man.
You know what I mean? Like, let the brother be great. Like, how many dudes from his walk of life,
the internet do not sleep, man,
where, you know what I'm saying, made it to the White House in a good fashion. You know what I mean?
They don't sleep.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yes, he did throw the party on George Floyd's youngest daughter, Gianna, last December for her birthday. So it wasn't his first association with the family. And listen, the brother is doing big things, man. So appreciation.
For sure, for sure.
Yep.
On a negative note, unfortunately, as far as the George Floyd situation went, Derek Chauvin's legal team is starting to request a new trial. And it's expected. We assume there'll be some sort of appeal.
Yep.
I assume the lawyer was gathering all random facts that he could pull out the air. But as always, they always find something, whether it's real or not. And
Absolutely.
Not one to judge, of course, guilty until proven innocent, but he was found guilty. So all this other stuff is just kind of, just other things that he felt are required in order to get a lighter sentence.
Yeah, they're trying to use the publicity before the trial, saying the judge made errors, the jury was manipulated. One juror, they found him in a Black Lives Matter shirt in a protest in August of 2020. I mean, dude, the video does not lie.
Yeah, you can't. It could have been the jurors could have zoomed this one in.
Yeah.
Like, as long as the video was being shown on a shared screen, there was nothing more you needed to see other than this was excessive. So,
right.
I don't know, man. They're gonna keep trying to belittle something that was a major concern to all people.
Right.
Tough.
Yeah, man. So, with this next one, I mean, I found it hilarious when I first saw it. So, with this one, a receptionist excluded from a pizza order at work sued and won $32,000 in court. So it turns out that this person, her name, I'm not even going to try and pronounce it, but she claimed that this company called Hartwell, a Ford automotive dealership in Watford, Oklahoma, would ask their employees which takeaway meals they wish to order each month. However, this employee informed the courtroom that she was not requested what she wished to eat. So basically, they never asked her every month that they did this, right? So she also added that this occurred after she had accused one of the many employee members of sexual discrimination, again in March of 2018. She additionally complained about her work hours and pay. The company claims that this employee was not invited to the lunches as a result of her being a part-time employee ending every day at 1 p.m. However, the courtroom dominated that this was not an affordable excuse to exclude her.
Is this all like a smear campaign pretty much against everybody that voted guilty against a video that the entire world said he was guilty on?
Yo.
It's crazy. Like, the fact that someone had... Whoever is flipping this Derek Chauvin legal team bill is paying for people to look shit like this up. Bro, just go to jail, man. It's okay. It's all right.
Oh no, this is separate, bro. This was like some random shit I found.
What,
like
about one of the jurors?
One of these? No, this is just a receptionist that worked for this company for Ford Automotive Dealership.
What you got to do with
No, she has nothing to do with Derek Chauvin.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought it was one of the jurors, and they linked that to this, and it was like bias or some shit like that.
No. This was just a random person that's a receptionist at a company. So imagine every month you guys get pizza, but you never look at the girl down the aisle and say what food she want.
She just always get forgotten on the
Yeah.
It's funny because when you take the lunch orders at the office.
Yo,
everybody, the usuals write down what they need on the sticky.
That's
pass
right.
It off,
That's
pass it off. Last person like, yo, everybody got it? Well, not such and such. Niggas be like, you want to ask him? You know what I'm saying? It's like, he be taking forever. Or like, by the time we get the order, it's going to take like an hour.
Thank you.
I mean, just say the pass it. Just ask him real quick. Like,
Thank you.
He don't eat this anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you ask. The day you don't ask, food comes. You guys ordered food?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you was in a meeting up front, or blah, 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 blah.
You make up some bullshit.
Some shit every time. You know what I'm saying? He's all right.
So for me personally, at my job, I'm that guy because I eat healthy, right? So anytime anybody's making a lunch order,
walk right by you.
Yo, they be like, "Do you want to ask Shawn?" Like what? They don't have bird food there. Like this, you know what I mean? He's gonna want a salad. You know what I mean?
Niggas got wraps and burgers. Man.
Yeah,
he don't do none of that.
Like, no, we're not gonna do that shit. Then he's gonna judge us when they're eating our food.
That's
so
funny.
It was funny. Right after I saw this, I think I sent it to people I work with. I was like,
you know who this is?
I'm about to take y'all to the cleanest.
Word. He said, I need 50 racks. Y'all been forgetting me for years.
Yeah,
That's
I'm about
funny.
to take y'all to the cleaners, man. But I found that was funny.
That was mad funny. That was a good one. That was funny though. Yeah, but it'd be like that, you know. People just trying to eat fast, not bird food. But that should make you go to sleep by 1:30. You need the coffee break.
Yo, niggas be done for the day,
it's
man.
A big man. But I got a question for you.
All right.
It's more of a situation as far as have you ever been in a predicament where you had to make a decision against your better judgment? Like, for example, you want something on a certain website, you read the customer reviews, all unfavorable. But you've been looking for this one item for months, right? You just find it, you be like, well, maybe, you know, this customer in Utah just, you know, she ain't know how to use it at all. You know what I'm saying? You try to make excuses for whatever it is. It's like, but once you read the bad reviews, do you still order the item?
It depends, because I hang very high on reviews. Yeah, unless I'm familiar with the object.
You got some spicy Yelps out there for local restaurants.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
I mean? If you ever look up exquisite Yelp menu, they're like, yo, the register lady's rude, the jerk chicken guy's rude, the dude in the back is rude. Yep. Like, yeah, I know they're rude, but the food is exquisite.
The food is exquisite, yeah. It's very true, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, shit, making decisions against my better judgment, that's like a daily thing. Because, you know, a lot of times the best thing that you're going to do is going to be some sort of risk, you know, but yeah, when it comes to certain, like buying things, especially something I'm trying for the first time, I probably won't do it. I'll do tons of fucking research before I hit add to cart, you know what I mean, or check out, but it depends.
You ever did the research and it was all favorable, but as soon as you click like purchase or your item has shipped, you see the bad review that just fucks you up until the package gets here?
Oh, it's for me, it's even worse. I'll speak to someone. Like, I'll do the one thing that I didn't think to do of, and I'll be like, yeah, I just bought this, you know, this new camera. And they'll be like, oh, you know, that brand is no longer good. You should have went with this one.
I didn't say that on the site. Nobody said that on the site.
Nobody. Everybody was like, this is awesome. 5 stars. Oh, my God, great purchase. Wow, can't believe it. Like
that quick. I'd be hating when that shit happen.
Yeah, and it'd be somebody that you know that's in the space of whatever you were buying. And you'll be like, why the hell didn't I think to ask this person?
That's why with like movies and shit, I be like, I be needing hood reviews. Like I need to know people that I've familiarized myself with. Like, yo, you saw such and such movie?
Yeah.
Hey, it was alright. And then sometimes you look at them and be like, your movie critiques aren't really the best.
Yes.
I still gotta see it. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you're just taking it for a grain of salt. Like, you know what? If you throw those trash, I'm not gonna waste my time.
Yeah.
Then you find out like a year later, yo, you ain't see that movie? That shit was crazy. You're like, well, nah, my man told me, I said, nah, you bug, you gotta watch it. Then you watch it. It's one of your favorite movies in the lineup.
Yeah,
man. You're like, now you're looking at that dude funny, like,
yeah. You gotta start reevaluating the friendship.
I gotta delete your number now.
Hell yeah.
I got another stupid question for you. Do you have a childish habit that you just refuse to let go? I'm gonna tell you mine. I don't do this all the time. But every so often, I'll have my headphones in. And sometimes, like, it might be in between tracks or a song that's target, or the album might be over. But I still have my headphones in. And someone's trying to get my attention. Like, hey, Ken, you... And I'm just steadily focusing on anything else other than whatever that is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to do that. I could just literally go, hey, what's going on? Like, what do you need? But I choose to ignore them until they overly show themselves in my view. Yeah. Or they have to literally like put their face in front of me and go, yo, you don't have me? I'm like, oh my God, hey man, I didn't see you there. What's going on? And they go, oh, how loud are those? I'm like, it's really loud. You know, then we'll go on with the conversation, but it's like I usually do it more as like a I don't want to talk to you situation.
Yeah.
But it's childish. I gotta grow up at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mine's is along the same lines. I will literally not go into a certain area if I don't want to talk to the person.
You avoid the whole
I'll avoid. Perfect example yesterday. I needed to go outside to get something from the store. And there was a particular person on the block talking to my mom, and I heard their voice. I was hungry, bro. Like, I needed to go to the store to get this food. And when I tell you I sat here until the conversation was over.
You waited?
and then went outside, so I didn't have to converse with this person.
Just not to talk to him.
And it was funny though, right? Because when I come outside, my mom was like, "Hey, you just missed such and such," and I was like, "Yeah." I had to give it a shot face. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm so good at my shot face now.
Yeah.
At least I think I am. Some people who know me be like, "Shawn, shut the fuck up." You know what I'm talking about?
Faking it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But I'll be like, "What? Wow, that's so crazy. I ain't seen them in like forever." Anyway, I gotta go to the store. You want something?
Yeah, right. You're interested? I hope you say no.
Yeah.
I guess you're asking to ask. Like, that's another thing I do. Like,
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm going to store Miami.
Yeah. Like fake Nazi people in public,
bruh. I'll look right through it. I'll look right through you sometime. Like, no reason. It's just, man, like, no reason to really stop and have this useless conversation with you at this very moment. Other than, how you doing? Like, it's whatever today is.
No, that's true. Like, I struggle with awkward conversations. Like, once we've gotten past the, hey, how you doing? And then it's the range of our friendship, right? Like, if I know your parents, how's your parents? How's your family? Then, if you're married, not married, then there's the struggle of when's the last time I've spoken to you?
Yeah.
Because I could be like, hey, how's the wife? Yeah, she left me.
We divorced now.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, the kids? They chose mom. You're like,
where
do you still have the cat? Took that too.
Exactly. And you can't just walk away after that, depending on the person now, because they might get deeper into it. Like, yeah, man, like, I was in a really bad place at first. Like, I wanted to kill myself, Shawn. And I'm like,
halfway house and shit.
Shit. And listen, like, no disclaimer, and nothing against people who want to do, I'm saying, like, suicide. I know people are sensitive to that, but people will take you into these deep conversations, and you're just kind of there, like, oh man, I've entered a zone that's
deeper than I wanted to.
Yeah, like now I'm in the conversation sunken place at this point.
You don't want to be there.
How do I get out?
You can't. You're gonna have to break an ankle. You're gonna have to. Oh my god, my phone. Hello.
Yeah.
This is not important. I gotta go.
Yeah, and I've got like this. I'm just trained to listen. Like, I love to listen. Right. I'm not that type of person that will just shut you down unless I really see like you not letting me go, or it's something I heard 100 times already.
Facts.
But yeah, man.
Hey, man, I hate when it happens.
Yeah. It gets crazy.
What's going on in the business part of the world?
Oh, yeah. So I thought this was really cool, and, we can stop, think about it, or keep it pushing. Rick Ross invests $1 million in JetDoc. It is a healthcare telehealth company.
Healthcare telehealth. I guess doctors via phone and Zoom calls.
Yeah. So what you think?
I'll stop. It's Rick Ross. I respect him.
Okay.
It's business resume anyway. Mm-hmm. Is this something that kind of already exists, or?
So what happened when healthcare really took off into the pandemic, and even pre-pandemic? Telehealth was something that was really being focused on because it allowed someone to get medical advice and some sort of attention without having to leave their home.
Okay.
Right? Now, there were certain rules in place. Listen, I can give you a whole hour on telehealth. Not going to do that right now. I suggest you go do your research or whatever. But that was the rule. There were rules on it before on where you could be and how you could get it and what insurances paid for it. But the pandemic changed everything. Now telehealth, a lot of the rules were waived. The biggest thing here is that he partnered with this company because the founder successfully started this company. He's from Ernst & Young. He actually won the Entrepreneur of the Year in 2019. And Rick Ross saw the future of healthcare is in telehealth. So now people, even out of state, providers are getting out of state licensures. Mm-hmm. So now I can be a New York provider. If I have a license to practice telehealth services in Florida, mm-hmm. I can see you while you're in Florida. Mm-hmm. That changes the game now for me. I don't got to leave my apartment on the Upper East Side to treat you.
Touche.
You know what I mean? So it's crazy how you can build and how you can work through all of this. But yeah, so I think that's a hell of an investment, man. Healthcare, people going to get sick.
Went from wings to making people sick to the healthcare that's going to get you back right. Ain't mad at him, man. You gotta do one to get to the other.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man, crypto free fall. I'm so pissed. I'm gonna just skip it,
dude.
God, the stress of Dodge. The stress.
Yeah.
I'm up today. I owe tomorrow. It's bad out here, man.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Jeff Bezos stepped down as Amazon CEO.
Yes. So this was from CNN. The role would be passed on to Andy Jassy, who is currently managing Amazon Web Services for the last 3 years. But he'll still be co-executive chair. This allows him to focus on Amazon Day One Fund, the Bezos Earth Fund, Blue Origin, the Washington Post. I didn't even know that was his.
Me neither.
And many other passions that he has. And this was first announced, I believe, back in February that he was going to step down. But the cool thing about it is when he's stepping down, July 5th is actually when he started Amazon.
Wow.
Back in 1994. So that's what's really cool.
Would that make that the 25-year mark?
20. I want to say 27.
Yeah, help me with my math, y'all. 94. Whatever 2001 is, 2021 minus 94. Somebody hit me with that in the chat.
Yeah, I think the 27-year mark. Yeah, that's a great run.
That's a hell of a run. Made a pretty penny.
Can you imagine if we got stacked back then? How old were we?
Bruh, 94.
We were like 11. You were 10.
If I'd have put 20 hours there, 20 on
We'd have been Gucci, man. 21. Oh my God.
More rich niggas step down shit. Bill Gates, his resignation from Microsoft board of directors came after the board hired a law firm to investigate a romantic relationship he had with a Microsoft employee, according to the Wall Street Journal. Now this hurts because his wife was ending their marriage after 27 years that they announced in a statement, but now I think we thought it might have been tied into the whole relationship that was he had with the Microsoft employee.
Yeah.
But it turns out it might be due to him having a couple of ties out to the Epstein situation, and that was what caused the tension. Ooh. That's spicy.
Yeah.
That's why you got to go Apple, man. It's not really, Microsoft has a lot going on, man. If it's not a Dell or an HP, you got to go Apple, man, because Microsoft is just not the way.
Indeed.
Sorry, Bill. Still rich though. But
of course. He'll land on a bunch of cash. Yeah. So next up, this was definitely a stop, think about it, or keep it pushing moment. So Kamala Harris was, pretty much asked a generic question about what she thinks about the state of the USA in regards to racism. And there was one line, I guess, that stuck out to everyone where she says, "I don't think the United States is a racist country." And people started to really tear into her about, what do you mean? Don't you see what's going on in our country? So on and so forth. I didn't get to see the whole interview or even any more verbiage from what she said. But that's a very generic statement about the U.S. Like, is it a racist country?
And that follows up with body cam footage of Ronald Green's murder was released.
Yeah.
We feel you, Kamala. Well, we know you're in a high seat now, but a lot of racist undertones. In this country that you now co-executively run. Yeah. So I'm gonna go because don't get me wrong, racism itself will never be extinct or gone. It will always be some sort of thing, but it being an underlying tone versus a main tone, it's still on the main side of that line versus an undertone thing. So
I agree, and I think what people have to understand, just like you stated, at her level, to just outright say something like that, she loses all constituents, she loses all collaboration.
Think about this though. If she goes on this foot of this not being a racist country, and the racists who are in power, who know she's incorrect, but if they even think that she thinks that, this might have them side with her, because if she feels this is a racist country, you won't know that I'm looking down on you, whatever I do. So I don't mind, sponsoring your bill. I won't mind being a what's it called? When they shop political parties prior to
lobby.
I'll lobby for you now when it's time for you. If Biden doesn't want to do it the next round and you want to do it, I remember this quote of you feeling it wasn't a racist company, even though I am a racist owner or a racist CEO, or a racist whatever it may be. Yeah. If I could get you on my side, they'll really think I'm not racist because I'm on the side with you. I'm really racist, but you like me, so they may not think I'm racist anymore. So it could be a big, play.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure she's been through racism in her life, so I don't think you can't remove that from your, memory or history. So I think it might be a bigger play for her, even saying that out loud.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty much forced in that position because you want to make the focus be about being anti-racist versus just classifying a country as racist. And I'm pretty sure that's where she took it after the fact, but it's the people that don't really understand even what racism is. It's a structure, it's a foundation that pretty much keeps people from getting the equal opportunity of others. There's a dominant society that just gets everything, every opportunity, and others don't. So now, if we're saying that's the U.S., then you have to define what that means, because racism is it's a whole scope behind it.
It's a clusterfuck, you ask me.
Yeah,
but
really,
and it also sucks because it's in all fields.
Yeah,
sports, politics.
Absolutely.
Regular workforce, 9 to 5 shit, 5 to 9 shit. Like, it's everywhere, anywhere. I don't know. You can't get around it. Your best way is to, to tap and tiptoe where you can and make sure you're not on the wrong block at the wrong time. And because shit can go wrong for you.
Absolutely.
If you don't match the complexion of the correction. So, be careful.
Yeah.
Is this a skip thing?
What, the body cam footage?
Well, I just wanted to mention that real quick as far as Kamala stating it was a racist country.
Well, the big thing about it is the footage that has come out. Have you seen it?
No, I have not.
So what happened with Ronald Green, the way his family was told about his death was that he died in a car wreck. But now that this body cam footage is out, it is so far from that. You see the cops roll up on him in the car, tase him, and pull him out the car. And while they tase him in the car, he's like, I'm scared. You know what I mean? I'm scared, like the whole time, right? Then they take him out the car, bro. They handcuff him. They have him down, face down, on the ground, tase him again. Then you see one of the officers kind of kick at him a little bit while he's still cuffed and he's bleeding. Then one of the officers drags him by his cuffed ankles while he's still on the floor, breathing, slowly becoming unconscious. Then there's voiceovers or just a voice recording of one of the officers saying, I hope that doesn't have AIDS because I got blood on me. This stuff is ugly, bro.
How did that get flipped into a car accident?
That's the thing. That is the thing. That's why Ronald Green right now is like big news.
Did they see the mangled car? Like, how did the car get crashed? There was no car crash.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. And then the medical examiner, when they saw what the police tried to put on there, they were like, "This is bullshit.
This ain't what happened at all."
Nothing about this man showed that you can see the burn marks from the tasing, and then of course you see the marks on his ankles and on his wrist from the cuffs. Yeah. Nothing about the corpse said car crash.
I'm happy I didn't see this video because it just would have pissed me off. It just would have pissed me off.
Yeah, it is, man.
Like, I try to stay on top of as much as these as possible, but honestly, a little desensitized, and I'm not sure how much more of these I can see because they're all a little repetitive at this point. Yeah, where it's just an unfair situation happening again to the wrong person of color by the opposite color again. Yep. And, I don't know. Was there any? Do you know where it is at the moment? Or are they just?
They're opening the investigation back up, but the biggest thing right now, especially Cuomo's brother, was it Andrew? Yeah, he was like, "How did you guys have this footage this whole time and not say nothing? Why was there no deep investigation into anything? Why are we just seeing this now?"
That's nuts. How long ago was the actual incident, you know?
I don't remember at the moment, but I know it's been a while.
Now I'm curious to know who released the footage. Like, what was their intent? Right. Or like, what took them so long?
You know what I mean? Exactly, yeah.
I don't know, man. It's nasty every day, bro. Every day it's nasty.
Yes, it is, man. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, is this a skip or pass? It's Caitlyn Jenner. She kicked off her campaign for California governor. She's trying to win the GOP votes by saying She opposes trans athletes in women's sports. But it turns out she plays golf from the women's tees and has been playing in women's golf tournaments at the same time. This
one, I'm going to say stop because I liked, the conversation we were having earlier about this. Mm-hmm. This is bad for her.
It is.
Because she was being labeled the it person to really to really make an impact on the transgender community being accepted, right? Mm-hmm. Being normalized, and to oppose athletes in women's sports. I mean, me and you talked about it. There's catch-22s to this, mm-hmm. and I'll let you go into that if you want.
Yeah, like here it is. Like my thing is, if there's a men's league and there's a women's league, at this point, whether you identify as they, them, I think it's time to start developing their own kind of league. Where you'll have M, F, and X. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, because you can't wholeheartedly be comfortable with a man transitioning to a woman and then playing a woman's sport, or a woman transitioning to a man and playing a man's sport without there being some sort of recourse. Like LeBron can't say I'm feeling this way today.
Yeah,
I identify as this. This is an extreme example, but LeBron can't say I identify as a woman today and I'm going to go to the WNBA.
Yeah,
similar to the Chappelle joke.
Yeah,
that can't happen. He can't just come into the WNBA and put 70 up a game. You can't.
Yeah,
there's obvious physical structural things that you have over these women. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'm just not sure at what point you would draw the line. And honestly, I don't think that's a line that needs to be drawn. I just think a new lane needs to be invented, because this is a new lane essentially.
Yeah, yeah. There has to be a lot of research done. There has to be some camps that test out what's happening, because there is, as you're transitioning, you're supposed to be taking certain medication that either is reducing your testosterone or increasing it, depending on whether you're going from he to her. Classification of they and them is a personal preference, but more so with the actual transitional surgery, the assumption is that you will not have the same impact that you did before. But to your point, without any real testing of, say, for instance, football, mm-hmm. if you are transitioning from, a female to a male and you want to go play NFL football, to your point, if it's going to be a kicker,
it's not as hard on the body. Not that a woman can't take anything. I've seen my wife give birth. They can do absolutely anything they put their mind to.
Yeah.
But it's just some sort of things that just shouldn't take place on that playing field. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
It's getting to a gray area, and I'm okay with it getting to a gray area, but let that gray exceed on its own right. If it's not like red or blue and it is gray specifically, let it stay gray. Keep the gray with the gray. And then we can all commingle once the game is over, just like how we would any other time. We all go to the same bars. We all use the same bathrooms. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But as far as the playing field, whether it be boxing, football, Olympics, whatever it may be, if there is a new gender emerging, create the league for that X gender. Because you can't regulate the male to female or female to male transition amongst 8 billion people. You can't do it.
Yeah, it's like you said, there's a gray area between equity and exclusion, yes. Right? If we're trying to say equal, then it goes back to your point, right? Of LeBron transition versus LeBron just going and playing in the WNBA. It's two different things, right? We talked about Joanna Man. Like, he didn't necessarily transition. He just faked that he was a woman. Mm-hmm. If you transition, there is supposed to be some sort of difference in how your body's going to react to certain things. Mm-hmm. But I do believe that testing in an environment with a mix of individuals who are willing to participate to see exactly how this can happen is fine with me. But just throwing them into the sport and thinking that's the way to go, somebody's going to get hurt.
Somebody's going to get hurt.
Yep.
And it's going to look very bad on the sport because they allow it to happen at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like, we were trying to be progressive and open.
Right.
They died on the field. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's not a he or she. Like, they died on the field, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And we can't, and all we could do is hope that there was something in the contract for, a sizable lump sum to the family for the issue.
Yeah. And you got to hope the leagues are ready because it's coming.
And even and I feel it's coming at some point. It's not going to happen this year, next year. But even with me, I was signing my kids up for the summer youth program, and online, just first name, last name, date of birth, regular standard questions. Any allergies? Do you approve COVID-19 testing? Of course, make sure everybody's safe. Then they got the sex of birth, and it was like it was an option of male, female, which is X. And then it had it was male, female, X, which was not male or female. And then there was a fourth option of not sure. My kid's 5, bro. 5 and 9.
Yeah.
And granted, I'm the one filling out the application. They're not filling it out, but it's like, even if my 5-year-old was on the fence and didn't know what she was doing with life, who am I to, like, I was just like, I was taken back just by the options. Yeah. I was like, wow, this is where we are. Yeah. Female. You know what I'm saying? I just had to move on to the next question, but it was just, it's something that's, it's slowly being integrated into the daily things of life. And I'm telling you, mark my words, it's going to just be an X league where men transition to women transition to men, all going to wear the same helmet. And just similar to the NBA, you got tall guys, you got short guys. Yeah. You got strong guys, you got weak guys. It's going to be strong X's, it's gonna be weak X's. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be the way it's gonna be.
Yeah, and with the schools, I mean, I think it's partly for the kids, it's more for the parents. Because it's not for the parents that I think are transitioning. I mean, that aren't transitioning. I think it's for the parents that are. Because inclusiveness has to happen from top to bottom. So it's not just when it involves me directly, it's when it involves anything about me. So, and then it also depends on the vendors for a lot of these online forms. True. If they're all using the forms for college and work and all that other stuff, then they're going to throw in the not sure, the, unidentified, stuff like that. I mean, I remember 2 years ago, we had to input in our systems I for sex, which was, I think it was indeterminate. So someone called us at the billing office and said, who can we talk to as systems to implement this, because the insurance companies were finally buying in. Because right now the biggest issue with the transitional surgeries is getting the insurance companies to be flexible on the sex.
Correct.
So it's crazy.
That's wild. Yeah. And another side note, just to kind of wrap up the trans topic, there was a woman suing the District of Columbia after its Department of Corrections placed her in a men's jail unit, despite her telling officials she identifies as a woman. Yep. And now there's a class action lawsuit for it. Yeah, man. But like, to them, it's like, your ID says M on it. And that's kind of all they've been trained to read. Like, your ID either has an M or an F on it. You know what I mean? Your state ID they haven't incorporated that middle ground as of yet. So on the correction side of thing, whether you're transitioning to the left or transitioning to the right, if you commit a crime and have to go to jail, you may be subject to what your ID states at the moment. If you weren't able to update your ID in according amount of time, you're going to go to where your ID stated. Yeah,
there's a lot. I mean, just so we don't go any deeper in this, because I could take this 10 different ways, man. But there's a lot going on, and as we cover more episodes, we'll definitely. But I mean, that one right there, you make a great point. Without knowing much information, if it's not on your ID, you're not walking around with any paperwork. What are the officers supposed to do?
Go off your opinion, and that's to them. That's more so. Hey, I didn't commit the crime. Right. Sure you didn't. Right. You was just in the store with the gun on you and the cash from the register. But we know it's not you, bro. I mean, innocent until proven guilty. Understood. But we need you to go with the M's. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's rough. I don't know. I wish everybody the best of luck with that. Yeah. But hey, I wouldn't even mind opening the field for that, as far as if you are someone in the LGBT plus community and you have this issue as far as corrections and not knowing where to go. I'm curious to know, like, what the fuck happened? Just out of pure curiosity, like, I'm curious to know what happened. What was your experience like? Let us know. Freedom Cage Podcast. You know the vibes.
Yes, sir.
Oh man. To wrap up also the politics thing. Biden was saying anyone who is collecting unemployment who is offered a suitable job must take the job or lose their unemployment benefits. How the fuck is he gonna regulate that?
Yo, if you need work, take the work, because we tired of paying you. You know what I mean? Like,
but if I'm getting paid unemployment, it's more than what you would even offer me for this job. it's rough for me to say yes to it.
That's true.
I'm waking up to money in my account because I'm unemployed. This money is more than the hourly wage you are giving me, and I gotta show up every day now. But the jobs are also unwilling to pay more than the unemployment. Yep. So now you got this weird area. But if he's trying to regulate this somehow, it can't be through a bill or some shit. I don't know. He's gonna start giving interviews, but
I mean, they're gonna start shortening the periods. I mean, I know a lot of people. If you was on it since last year, you're done.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, those 6 months increment pluses. That has
you've been filing on Sundays, and you ain't probably got paid in weeks.
That is a fact.
The jig is up, baby.
They're catching on.
Oh man, ready to jump into COVID?
You know it. You know the vibes.
Let's do it.
We got to do it every episode.
It is time.
Updates.
It is time for your Freedom Cage podcast, Pandelina Spice update. The Pandelina Spice. It's a little less spicy these days, but there are countries that are still battling very badly. Colombia, India, blessings and prayers to them. But here in the States, we're doing a lot better. And what we know right now is Pfizer has now been authorized for use for children between 12 and 15. And they're incentivizing these vaccinations, at least within New York City, where if kids between 12 and 17 get the vaccination, they have the potential of winning a SUNY and CUNY school scholarship. So there's 50 SUNY and CUNY schools who are entering this raffle. It will run between May 27th and July 7th. So if you want to try and pimp your kids for a free scholarship, get them vaccinated so they can enter this raffle and hopefully win a scholarship.
You thought getting your shoe back from sneakers was tough. You thought entering your credit card info might have worked for you then.
Yeah.
Imagine if Nike said, "Yo, hit this vaccine, you might get a sneaker."
Oh my
but
God!
But the sneaker never comes. There's no return policy on this vaccine, bro.
It's in your body already.
Oh,
You're
man.
done.
What's that? Met and Yankee games will also provide vaccinations to attendees.
Yes. Incentivizing continues on the vaccinations.
I told people it's going to be incentives. I'm still waiting for the one Shawn stated.
Yo,
I mean?
Chloe, man. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Man, to take another shot, bro. It's time for the booster, no?
We just here to do our part. That's all we trying to do. We put it up the other day, man. The CDC says you should follow Freedom Cage Podcast. You should subscribe to our YouTube channel because we've been keeping you guys updated on the Pandelina Spice from the beginning.
It's a fact. It's a panorama.
We told you guys all of this was going to happen.
You got to stay on top of your news.
You know what I mean? And you should definitely take them. I mean, I know this is in line somewhere here, but the booster shot is coming soon. And not too long ago, Kenny said, I feel like...
That was my main question. This is why I'm a little still... That's not even little. That's why I'm very hesitant still on getting vaccinated personally. Because that's my follow-up question. Like, cool, I'll get the shot, whether it be the Johnson & Johnson one time or the Moderna, the 2-time, come back in a couple-week joint. How often am I going to have to come back to keep this vaccine in my system? Because the flu shot's yearly, and I don't even do those.
Right.
And I haven't gotten the flu in years. I'm not going whatever this material is. You know what I mean? But... they've yet to state how long it would need to be for you to get revaccinated. And if I'm not mistaken, the cards you receive when you are vaccinated, they don't have an expiration date on them.
Right.
So if I have a card and I never get a booster shot again, is my card still valid now? Like, how's this? It's little questions, you know what I'm saying? But nobody's answering them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just staying away from CVS right now. Like,
it's only going to come with more data. That's why they need more people to get vaccinated, right? All those questions will be answered once more of the population gets vaccinated.
Very true.
Because now they need to see, okay, who's vaccinated and still getting sick or diagnosed with COVID? Who's diagnosed with COVID and getting hospitalized? Who's getting hospitalized and unfortunately passing? Because then they need to track those people back. You know what I'm saying?
Where they went wrong with this one? Which one they got? I mean?
Yeah.
A lot, but Governor Cuomo said Broadway opening back up full capacity
Can't
middle
wait.
September.
Can't
I can't wait to go see Lion King again. I ain't gonna hold you. I gotta go see. I gotta go bring the youngest there now.
Yeah, man. Can't wait. Wait.
What else is that? CDC says fully vaccinated people can stop wearing masks in most indoor places.
Yeah, baby.
The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention released new mask wearing guidance on a couple weeks back now, saying that fully vaccinated Americans can stop wearing masks in most indoor-outdoor. And the new advice still asks all people to wear a mask when entering public transportation, planes, hospitals, offices, prisons, so on and so forth. But the CDC's guidance does not overrule individual state mandates on mask wearing. So
that is true.
Although there may be a lax CDC rule for this regard in New York, you're still required in some places and stores, depending on the company head.
Yep.
That you may still have to wear a mask upon entry. And I've also seen stores that says, hey, if you're vaccinated, mask is optional.
Yeah,
I'm seeing it all, but the back and forth is what everyone's confused about 6, 8, 10 months ago. Mm-hmm. Do I wear one? Do I need one? Is it good? Does it work? But mask, honestly, in my opinion, is still the best form of protection.
Yeah, I was just so happy to walk in my gym and they said, "Are you vaccinated?" Yeah, you don't gotta wear a mask. I was like, "Oh, thank you." Like, bro, wearing a mask in the gym is so unnecessary. Your sweat is staying in one place. Your mask is going all into your nostrils and your mouth. It's annoying.
Here's my question to you. Now that you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear your mask in the gym.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the guy in the gym with his mask and he pulls it down?
I'm vaccinated.
Fuck him, right?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to take something, I'm all in. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't smoke weed and then say, I want to go run a marathon. Like, they don't go hand in hand.
You can't
like,
do both. You can't do both.
You got to be all in. You know what I mean? If you're going to smoke weed, you're going to chill, be lazy, and do your thing. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah.
Here's another little caveat as far as the workforce with vaccinations. As vaccinations and relaxed health guidelines make returning to the office a reality for more companies, there still seems to be a bit of a disconnect between managers and their workers over remote work.
Yep.
And I understand this because people that work remote and don't mind working remote feel, hey, if I've been doing my job for the last 8, 10, 12 months,
yeah,
what the fuck am I coming to the office for? I've been saving money on travel, food, time. I get more time with my family. I get to see my loved ones more. Y'all want me to wake up earlier than I had to, put these clothes on that I don't want to, come to the office, show face, laugh with people I probably don't really like, do my 8 hours, then I gotta come all the way back home. I was doing that shit while home without having to see y'all niggas that much. That's some annoying shit. And I get the disconnect. But managers like, yo, you got to come in. But when I'm seeing, like, when you're asking them why, they're like, cuz. Yeah. That's not a good reason, bro.
So my response to that is, if your job has never told you that you are fully remote, then guess what? That answer is good. That answer is good every day and twice on Sunday, because at no point did they tell you from this day forward you are fully remote. So guess what? Be happy you had your privilege. Be happy you had that time to spend with your family and stay safe, and take your behind into work.
And be thankful you had a job this whole time.
Thank
because
you.
A lot of people didn't.
Thank you. And I mean, I take it this way because I deal with these conversations every day. And I like to remind people of the 80 plus, 1,000 people who don't have a job that would love to take your place and go into work.
Looking for work.
Yes. Let's remember that. People tend to forget that there's a whole bunch of people out there that are willing to wake up in the morning to go somewhere because they're tired of sitting at home.
Can't wait to. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Now, if you're a productive remote worker, that's great. But I stand by my words. We never told you you were fully remote.
This was a part-time endeavor until the situation or the matter itself became more aware, and there was more information relayed to us. We got that information now. It's time to come on back to work.
Yeah, if you want to work from home fully, start a business. Start a business. Do it where you fully own everything and you don't have to report to anybody, because as long as you report to someone who has a boss, and they say you got to come into work, guess what? You got to come into work.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. I don't know.
You know what I mean? The game is out there, man. You can start your own business today.
Yeah, LLC.
You know what I mean? And you ain't got to listen to nobody no more.
How much is the LLC now? What, 150, 175 bucks?
Somewhere around there.
Get it done.
Yeah.
Legal Zoom's your friend.
That's it. And I'm all for it. You know, I'm all for it. I would love to see
friend.
the people who work in our company go on and take on their own lives and do great things. Do it. But until you do it and you got to report to somebody, if they tell you to come in, just come in.
That's it.
It's that easy.
I don't know.
That easy.
They got to figure it out.
Man.
Are you going to get fired? Remotely?
Unfortunately. and that's sad. Can you imagine looking for another job and they say, why did you lose what happened with your last place of employment? Oh, they wanted me to come into the office.
You showed up here for the interview. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be weird as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? But in the event you're able to score a Zoom interview, hey, you might get this one.
Right.
But in the event they go, yeah, come to 2 Broadway, we got you. Come up to the 34th floor. I mean, the second room about 9:30. But you speak with the big guy in charge and see get you interviewed up.
Yeah, man.
Funny stuff.
Oh, this one was really good. So this woman in Indianapolis, right? What she did was she used her sister's husband. He's a white man. Mm-hmm. She was selling her home and she felt like the value of it was very underpriced, right? So she wanted to do an experiment. She used her sister's husband and said that he was the seller. Mm-hmm. And it increased her sale value by double, right? Now, check this out. 43% less for urban communities when you're selling a home.
Wow.
Over 18 billion in lost revenue for black people when they tried to sell homes in urban communities.
So I need that white friend to stand in for you in situations.
That's what she did. Now, it's funny because they talked to the husband. And he was like, in the beginning, I was kind of confused about, what she was trying to do. Because most white people don't know.
Correct.
Even like real good, genuine white people
have no idea what's
they
going on.
Don't know. It's only the ones who are really involved in the fight that have any idea what's really going on out there. Mm-hmm. So him being a nice man, he said, fine, you can use me, I'll do it. And that lady doubled.
That's crazy.
Her value.
Yeah, you need a white friend to stand in for you for situations like this sometimes.
All the time. It's like Dave Chappelle said, you got to have that one white dude.
You need him
when you roll around as black people, because there's a case the cops pull you over.
Balance. Somebody has to speak.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just hope he's not drunk. But someone has to speak.
Even when they're drunk, they get away with shit.
That's true. This is true. This is also true. That privilege, man, it runs.
I'm telling you. And this one, I'll be real quick. I just found it hilarious. So, and this is kind of old, but it's hilarious. Some gang members in Taiwan, there was a restaurant that owed a debt. And instead of going like full mob on them, they released 1,000 roaches in the restaurant.
I got mad questions.
I thought it was genius.
I'm curious on how much money you owed. Right? And honestly, if I was the owner of this restaurant, I'd have been cool with kidnapping one of my workers, breaking a leg of the cook. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But where'd you get 1,000 roaches from?
Yo, man, it's China. They got all kinds of delicacies out there. I mean, Taiwan.
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
They got all kinds of delicacies. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? So 1,000 roaches, they're probably embellishing.
They took that right off the truck.
They probably are embellishing. It's probably 20.
They're probably there's so many. And I think they had babies.
Listen, one big ass cockroach equals 10 to me.
And it'll fuck your day up.
That shit will stop everything
I'm
right
still
now.
Not a fan.
Imagine right now you're listening to this podcast, and in your peripheral you see a big ass water bug.
You out. If it's not a Bluetooth headphone you hearing this, and it's a wired connection computer,
you're loud.
You're running off with your whole neck getting back. It's going down.
You're running away with your AirPod fumbling out.
None of that smoke. I'm gonna come back and get it. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it.
It's funny.
Not worth it at all.
Oh my God. And this next one. So I wanted to ask you a question. What's a useless talent that you have?
Useless talent. I know how to tie both my shoes identically.
Really?
As weird as that sounds, a lot of people can't do that. But working in Finish Line in my early years, I learned how to tie both shoes to be identical to each other, loops and all. It's useless, so no. But a talent nonetheless.
Okay. I did not know that.
You know what I mean? I don't even talk about it.
That's how useless it is.
That's how useless it is. Every time you go look, every time you see it, you're like,
every time I see his sneakers, I'll be like, he ain't lying.
I got the shit tied the same way. What about you? You have a useless talent?
So, I can guess a movie by the first couple of sound bites that I hear.
Just black movies or all movies?
All movies.
Okay, because I can do that with black movies. Right? all movies, probably not so much.
Yeah,
if somebody said, "Yo, smell gay," I know exactly what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Like I can take a couple of if you give me maybe 5 seconds of the movie, I can probably tell you what movie it is, especially if it's the beginning. If it's the beginning,
I was up.
I can probably I can probably tell you.
The last 20 minutes I might have fell asleep.
You know us black people, we fall asleep after about 20, 30 minutes.
Don't let that chair be too cozy.
My wife will tell you, like, I'll be like in the kitchen and I'll hear the movie start and I'll be like, is that such and such? She'll be like, what the
How'd you know? It's all up here, baby.
Yeah, man. Useless. Completely useless.
Useless, but it's good to have.
Yeah, if they ever do a game show, man, I'm signing up.
Hey, name that movie. You only get 4 seconds of the clip.
Yeah, I'm signing up.
You're going to be like, go. It's going to be super dope. It's going to be super dope. Jay-Z, my guy, yo. My guy, Jay, yo. The Source magazine has reported that Jay revealed in an exclusive interview with the Wall Street Journal that he regrets making Big Pimpin'. Talk about this. What's going on with this?
So this was interesting because, I think at every level when someone has ascended from what got them where they are, they look back. And he looked back on the lyrics of Big Pimpin', and what he's stating is that he is not proud of that. And he's quoted saying that song is the exception. He can't believe he said that, kept saying it. Like, what type of animal would say this sort of thing? Reading it is really harsh.
I get it. He's not a businessman. He's a businessman. I get it. But if I'm in any sort of outdoor environment and it's hot outside and I have a drink with me and Big Pimpin' comes out the subwoofers, I'm doing my Dame Dash so hard. It's going to be ridiculous. Just because of the memory. Not that I'm not listening to the words. I know exactly what the words say. But it brings me, it's more of a nostalgia kind of feeling of how it felt when you first heard it. You know what I mean? But I get it. Like, he's a multi-billionaire, bro. He has daughters. Yeah. He's the creator, so he can't really. I get it as from his standpoint. I'm just repeating something I heard that I happen to like. Yeah. But for him, it's a bit more involved. You know what I mean? I understand that. But if I hear Big Pimpin' still, I'm still singing the whole Pimp C verse word for word. Yeah. Like I can't. Yeah. I can't not.
Definitely.
Oh man, but yeah, man, Jay growing up, I get it. Snoop Dogg's daughter opened up about recent mental health struggles. Now, I'm definitely not one to kid, laugh, or joke about anyone's mental health struggles whatsoever. I was just curious to know, with all the weed that she has access to, damn. I would not that weed helps diminish or cope or suppress any sort of mental health issue you should have. You should definitely go see a therapist, get help, medical advice, of course. But your dad Snoop, bro. I guess you've been through some shit, you know what I mean? Your dad was on trial in the 90s. He got out. Now he's doing shit with Martha Stewart. Like, he smokes a pound a day. Everything's good. Everything's taken care of. But at some point, I guess she just felt might have been too much, or she shouldn't have been digesting so much at such a young age at the time. But I do wish her the best of health and wealth, and hopefully she can get past this.
Yeah, trauma is tough.
It is.
Yeah, and then I was talking about this the other day. We got to learn to deal with our trauma. And I don't mean get over it, but embrace it, right? We've all had something happen to us at some point that, for the good of our sanity to move forward, we thought we had to just brush it to the side, forget about it, not address it. But we don't realize the undertones that it has in the way we behave, the way we deal with certain situations that are similar. And I'm not saying this is her situation, but I can say that a lot of mental health struggles starts with not embracing the trauma that you've been through.
Not to rip the appeal of my own personal onion, but with a little self-reflection, I've come to realize that I'm more of a suppressor. Just if something bothered me as a child, like, I didn't forget about it. I just put that like in the back of the file, of the mental file, like, you know, just buried it behind the archives, under the table, put some gum on it. Make sure nobody ever had to, I never had to relive that mentally. Yeah. And, you know, whatever it was, if I was able to make a turn of it, I just make sure I do better at whatever that was in today's time. But I don't know if I ever truly dealt with whatever I suppressed. I just kind of unfortunately suppressed it and just tried to make myself better of it. Do I need therapy? But
this is kind of it.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? I don't plan on signing up anytime soon. But yeah, I just come to grips that I'm just more of a suppressor in that light. It's not healthy. I don't suggest anyone do what I do. I just learned how to move well with it. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I mean, hey, listen, the fact that you can admit that is great. Some people be like, I'm fine. What are you talking about? Nah. There's nothing wrong.
And I would say that I'm fine. There's nothing wrong. But I just told you some shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. But I don't know. It is what it is. But mental health, man, it's super important. Yeah, and if you need help, please go find it. Don't sit on it.
Definitely.
I probably could have brought this up a little earlier, but it is what it is. Billy Porter. He recently revealed that that he's so much more than just a diagnosis. But he did reveal after 14 years that he is in fact HIV positive. And he felt comfortable to now release this information because he feels on today's time there's really no more stigma around it. When Magic Johnson said it, like, people were scared to play on the court with him. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was like a huge thing at that point in time.
Yeah, absolutely right.
But now today, with medical advancements and science and just ways to either suppress the virus itself or almost rid of it, I'm pretty sure. I don't think Magic. He's healthier than me, so I don't even think Magic has it anymore. Honestly,
Magic done gained more weight and more business and more fans than anybody.
You know what I'm saying? But not
shout out to Magic,
man, keep doing. I don't know if he's still on Starbucks, but keep it going.
Oh yeah.
But I was just curious to know, not to look at the bad side of things, but as a celebrity who was able to keep this secret internally for this amount of time, I'm curious to know why now. I get it. The stigma's gone, but I think it's been gone for some time. Once everyone accepted Magic as an owner, as a player, as a businessman, as a everyday, fellow.
Yeah,
I think the stigma kind of disintegrated with him stepping more into the limelight,
right?
Being more aware, affluent, conversation with everyone. But now I'm curious to know if this is a rollout for something, because celebrities and needing something to grab a headline in order to push the next objective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he comes out with a hat line tomorrow, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I would be too.
I would be too. But the dude wears some fierce hats.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure does.
He has some shit that like opened up like blinds at one of the award shows. But yeah, I don't know. I just if he's finally living his truth, congratulate him. I appreciate him for stepping out on that edge, so to speak. But I hope he's okay. Like, he seems okay, but I don't know. It's just what you see on camera. So we'll see.
No, I agree with you. There's a lot that goes into that, right? He has to be ready for the world to know. He has to hope that his business partners don't look at him differently. The roles that he gets going forward, how are they going to cast him now? So yeah, it's a lot that goes into it.
And I would also hate for him to have to introduce this layer of his life if he did apply for a role and he didn't get it.
Exactly.
And now he's like, well, it turns out they didn't do it because of this. And now he has a lawsuit on his hands, and he's a multi-extra millionaire because it's like, wait, we didn't even know that.
Yeah.
We just didn't like him for the part. But now that's more of he say, she say. Like,
that's the world we live in now, man.
He has a good lawyer.
Like you said, it's nasty.
It's nasty out here. It is nasty out here. Okay. I had to look this up. I'm not the smartest guy I'm not the sharpest block in the tool shop. But Demi Lovato, she it was about a week or so ago. She said, "Today is the day. I'm so happy to share more of my life with you all. I am proud to let you know that I identify as non-binary and will officially be changing my pronouns to they/them moving forward." It's a lot to unpack. Now, I was curious as to once again the whole celebrity announcement thing. Is this a rollout? Do you got an album coming? Are you accepting your facial features differently? Are you is your body not going the way you want it to anymore? Like, not that everything needs to have an undertone to it, but you're not allowed to really ask why anymore to people. You just have to accept whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a new curious thing. But when I seen the word non-binary, I had a feeling of what it was. I was like, let me look this up just to make sure I know what I'm thinking about. It wasn't too far from it, but she's gonna change her she pronoun to they and them.
Yeah.
But I just hope if she owes someone money, like when they approach her, it's like, yo, they got my bread. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she got my bread, they got my bread. One of y'all better pay me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to come up with this squalor. But I don't know. Like, and then her having a fan base and like, it's just very impressionable on kids. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, man. It's a gray world, man.
Yo, it's a gray world. It's a lot going on. It's a lot to digest. I think giving people who make this choice a platform to talk about what inspired them to make this change equips parents for their kids. Mm-hmm. But the parents have to be open to it, but the parents have the right to not want to as well. Mm-hmm. That's where it gets tricky.
For sure. Yeah, that's a big fact.
Yeah.
That's a big fact. Mm-hmm. Quick legendary appreciation. My guy, Nick Cannon, he is rumored to be expecting his 7th child with a former model of the Wild 'N Out crew. Mm-hmm. And his current girlfriend is pregnant with twins. So shouts to Nick, bro. Way to juggle. I don't condone this lifestyle, but
we're married.
I respect it. And yeah, bro, do what you got to do out in them streets, man. Just he's got the money. He owns Nick still, so I think he's all right financially.
Sure.
And he got twins with Mariah, bro. That's just crazy. Yeah, he's knocked down a lot of industry, but hey, kudos, man. Keep going, Nick.
Yep.
He's the coolest corny dude you'll ever see ever. Oh man, this is more of a past topic, I guess, with Lady Gaga. There was an update on her Bulldogs almost at the top of the month. There was 5 people arrested over that shit. I'm gonna skip this. I don't really care about the Bulldogs. Happy she got him back. Hope nobody died. Hope they give him the Vic treatment though, because he did worse. Yeah. He didn't kidnap anybody. He kind of bought these dogs and breeded them, but that's another story for another day. But let's go into music, man.
Yes, man. Khaled. Listen, DJ Khaled does it again, man. I know we're a couple weeks late on this, but it's never late to talk about good music, and Khaled put out a great masterpiece on Khaled. I put up the trash or fire emoji on our page on IG, and it was 100% lit.
Nice.
As expected. So the question right now, of course, I'll ask you, and then of course we'll ask you. Let us know what is your favorite track, but what's your favorite track on the album, bro?
Khaled. I'm gonna have to go with the J Nas joint. I like the video. I like the optics from it. Not to be the cheesy guy on it, but it's always cool to see J and Nas together. Because they've been through a lot, had a ton of history, both from New York, Queens and Brooklyn respectively. But it's cool to see them do super grown man shit. There was in a little like a Vegas casino kind of atmosphere.
Yeah,
cigars and expensive wine, and Khaled just there with the "We the Best" face.
Yeah,
you can't. It's hard to fuck that up.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's very consistent with his features. Still, he still finds a way to pull everyone out the woodworks, and it was a good balance though. It was better than his last two. I'll tell you that. I did like this album a bit more, but shouts to Khaled, man. But I'm gonna go with the J Nas track. It's a cheat code, but I'm gonna go with the J Nas track.
Yeah, for me it was I Can Have It All. The way her demolishes, like her vocals. Amazing. It's not just the vocals; it's the bars. Like if you listen to her,
spits.
You know what I mean? Like it's just ridiculous, man. And then Meek brings the pain. This is it's a what is it? A sample from "Feel It in the Air" from Beanie Siegel. Like that track was always like the way those instruments come in on that joint. That
you feel
track,
it automatically.
Yeah, like it was meant for pain.
Facts. And
that's all you got on that track. And Khaled just knows how to blend artists together. Yeah, that's my favorite track.
Oh, another quick tidbit on the album. Lil Baby, bro. 2 verses on there. I don't know how you got 2 verses for Lil Baby. he's doing 200 a feature. That's a lot of scrally. I think you have to rally up.
Maybe he gave Khaled 2 for 1.
You know what I mean? But yeah, shouts to
Khaled good for it.
Or yeah, he gonna hit me when I need him. But yeah, he caught 2 dope baby verses on that album too. Yeah, man. Khaled, but oh man, this one dropped when we were supposed to drop the last one. But J. Cole, man. The off season.
Yes, sir.
The off season. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna do a track by track breakdown, even though I've heard every track maybe 10 times each.
Yes.
But hearing Cam started off, I ain't gonna lie. I was a little tight when it ended. I was waiting for him to say.
I was waiting for Killer.
You know what I mean? I was hoping he's gonna give a quick 8 at least.
I was
waiting
for some
but he hit us with the positive verbiage from the whole I-95 connection. But the intro there. But I think my favorite track on that one is track 2 on there. What is it starts with the A. Amiri.
Yeah.
I think he just shot the visuals.
Oh, Amari. Yes, Amari.
I think he just shot the visuals for that too. I didn't catch a video yet, but I did
it's tough.
Is it?
It's tough.
I gotta catch it.
It's tough.
But yeah, that Amiri joint is just too cold. It's too cold.
The Amiri track is dope, but I gotta look it up because I want to get this right. But my track on that joint is towards the end.
Hillside?
Huh?
Hillside?
Yes.
Yo. Yeah, that shit's hard.
It was like
hung on Hillside. There you go.
Yo.
Hung on Hillside. Yeah, that shit's hard.
That's my shit.
The little baby verse on the other joint is hard. Yo,
Yeah,
21 Savage delivers again for him.
Hell yeah.
Like,
and I didn't even know that was Moray. I was like, who this nigga killing it? I was like, oh shit.
Well, yeah, but Cole really put his foot on this one. I appreciated the album.
And listen, I work out to applying pressure.
As you should.
Yo.
On repeat if you could.
That shit right.
He said, sometimes you gotta tell niggas how you doing it when you're doing it. So usually when you're doing it, damn, I ain't do it like that. So I'm like, tell him, Cole.
Yo.
Like, I was listening to you and Jizz, like, the dude I'm looking for is eating cereal right now, reading the back of the box. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, who's he talking about? Then Cole started like, this young cat? We'll see. Boy, been pretty good since, man. I'm not mad at it. But yeah, hell of an album. Maybe a little too early for album of the year talks because Conway's still dropping heat, but yeah, it's definitely a solid piece of work for the Cole catalog.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, this next one I still haven't heard in its entirety. I don't think I heard the original. But Nicki, she dropped the old mixtape or re-released it, so to speak, called Beat Me Up Scotty. I believe she added a few extra tracks. I just heard the one with
Seeing Green.
Yeah, I just
Lil Wayne don't miss.
He don't. He turns it up for Cash Money features.
Lil Wayne don't miss.
It's funny. The first maybe 3 or 4 listens, I was like, wow, Drake got him. And after like my 7th, 8th listen, I was like, nah, Wayne got him.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Wayne, he's just the way he raps is just still out of this world. Like he's really still an alien. He wants to step into that mode. But I'm gonna go hear the album at some point. But I'm just listening to the Green joint right now. To be honest with you.
Yeah, man. So who do we need to hear from right now?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I need to hear Nas. He's had not to jump ahead. I know DMX came out as well over the weekend.
Right.
But he has another track on there with DMX.
Okay.
He actually has 2 features on X's album. One with EPMD where they used a pretty good sample, and then he had another one with Jay called Besos. But I gotta hear from Nas, man. He had 2 J features this year. He's sold crypto. I know he's the Al Pacino of crypto now. So I'm curious to see what his new 10 to 12 track album consists of these days, because he's transitioned into the businessman part of his life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm curious to see what Nas has to say now on a track. I don't know. I know that Hit Boy thing wasn't. It feels like it was forever ago, but I really don't. I think that might have been. Was it 2019 already? The Hit Boy album he did.
Yeah.
Was it 2019?
I think it was. Yeah.
That was quick. It's 2021, the middle of 2021.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see if he could either hook up with Hit Boy again or have another producer just he lock in for a few months and put another piece of work out. But I want to hear from Nas.
Okay.
Anybody looking for the summertime?
Kendrick. I'm holding out.
If you want to hit Kendrick, you got to go to the bathroom, turn the lights out, look into the mirror, and say his name 5 times. That's Candyman, bro. That's the only way you're gonna get him out. That's the only way you're gonna get him out of wherever he is.
I feel like, J. Cole is going to be the battery in Kendrick, because there's only a few people that probably motivate Kendrick to make music.
You think that's Cole?
I think Cole is one of them. I think J. Cole is definitely one of the dudes that Kendrick is like this album is bumping, fam. Like, you know what I mean? I know my last few IG stories, I'm just repeating J. Cole tracks over and over. At some point, Kendrick has got to step back out, because imagine the features. Meg, Lil Baby, Dub Baby, Moneybag Yo, Migos. You know what I'm saying? Him and Drake reuniting. We're waiting for those two to get back on the track together.
And hey, not to pull Drake's card, but I think him and Kendrick are kind of playing chicken with each other. I think they're both waiting for the other one to come out first. Now that Cole's out. It's really them three as far as the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Cole's like, yo, fuck y'all niggas. I can't wait no more, bro. I'm putting my shit out, whatever y'all niggas do. Hey, I won the race for 2021. We all supposed to do it this year. I won the race as far as getting my shit out first. But now, truly, because I think Drake's supposed to do some shit. What's supposed to be Valentine's Day or some shit was rumored?
Yeah,
Lover Boy, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Now I think he heard Cole shit, so I'm pretty sure he went back into the studio, retweaked a couple of tracks, might have added something, might have took some shit off. But now I think Drake might be waiting for Kendrick to hit something. I think Kendrick's waiting to hear Drake shit so he could hear Drake shit 20 times, hear Cole shit 20 more times, and refine his shit one more time before he releases. But if they're playing this game of chicken all fucking year, bro, it's going to be 2022. We're going to get a Rihanna album.
And they're going to drop on the same day. Watch.
We're going to end up getting a Rihanna album before these niggas. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm looking for both of them to come out soon.
Yeah. And that's a great segue, man. Drake.
Artist of the Decade, bro.
Artist of the Decade award from Billboard. Completely deserved.
For sure.
You can't name another person.
Not like not to quote Jay, but who you know for this hot for this long.
Yeah.
He's and unlike this is where the LeBron thing kind of comes into play with Jordan. Like Jordan was heating up in his last few years in North Carolina.
Yeah.
So you start to hear the names, start to see the bounce, you start to see the chains. Then he went into the Chicago, got bounced a couple times at the playoffs, and he actually hit the pinnacle. Yeah. And never turned back.
Yeah.
I credit Michael similar to Jay. He dropped Reasonable Doubt. Nobody really heard it too much. Then your second one came out. People bubbled to it more. Then they started to revert back to Reasonable Doubt. I'm like, oh, that was really good.
Yeah.
But as his albums kept coming, he kept getting better and better and better.
Yeah.
But this is where I put LeBron as far as the whole Drake thing. LeBron was the king since he was in junior high school.
Yeah.
Drake been that nigga since the mixtape series, but even before So Far Gone, when he was spitting with shit with Lil Wayne, and he was doing all that other little shit,
You Still Land in Vegas,
that shit, to Come Home With Me.
Yeah.
What's that? It was a tan cover where he was wearing like a trench coat and like
shit.
I don't know, but he had some early mixtapes, and he had the all black cover with the balloon dude. So Far Gone. You know what I mean? But he's kind of been anointed the dude since then.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of had that LeBron feel of just always being the man, and he never took his foot off the gas. Yeah. Similar to LeBron. You know what I'm saying? He's been in the finals 12 times. Whatever. I won some, lost some, but I'm there. You know my name. But he over-earned that Billboard award.
And he's undefeated.
Not away. Whoa.
What, the
Kendrick?
Pusha.
Pusha was trending when he was on that Billboard award on Twitter. I ain't gonna bring it up. I'm not gonna bring it up. But the boy name was trending when he brought his son out on that little award stage to accept that gift. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
Like, hey, that's Adonis. I know him. It's like that's the nigga. He was. Forget it.
That is.
We love you, Drake. Push. But another Billboard win. Pop Smoke. He won a couple.
Yes, man. Shout out to Pop Smoke. He won at least 5 Billboard awards.
That's what's up.
It's still sad to see to this day that he won't be here to see all of his accolades. And oh man, just thinking of the music that he could have still made. You could imagine him and DMX growling on the same track.
I really want to see. It was like my dream collab in my head to see like DMX, 50 and Pop on the same track. Just because
that's too much thuggery.
Just because honestly, Pop to me was truly the combination of 50 and DMX put together.
Yeah,
with his voice tone, he had X's voice tone with 50's charisma.
Yeah,
and then he had the drill shit behind him as a battery. So it was just like the perfect clusterfuck to be a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, his time was cut short, as we know. But his mom was finally able to accept the award for him.
Yeah, that was dope.
That was one of his dreams.
That was really dope, man. For real.
What's up, man? But did you get a chance to hear the X album yet, or the new one?
Nah, man.
Okay, let me know, man. You're gonna have to. I'm gonna press you next time, man. That's X, bro. That's the dog, bro.
Definitely,
you know what I mean? That's the dog.
Gotta do it for X.
Another album that went under the radar. I'm not sure if we spoke about it last time, but Moneybagg. He had a new one called The Gangsta's Pain.
Yeah, I still didn't get to listen to it. I tried.
Hey, man, if I didn't see Coming to America 2, I'm not mad at you, bro. I ain't mad at you. At all. But Moneybagg Yo put me onto some shit. He had a song on there called Waukesha. And until I heard the song and I'm listening to it, I said, oh, shit. Walk is the lean. 42 Dugg had Walk on the Wood. How the fuck 42 Dugg get lean on the court? You know what I'm saying? That fucks me up. I say rich niggas doing rich nigga shit.
Oh, yeah.
But his album was pretty dope though as a whole. I liked his joint a lot. What else we had here for today? Talk to me.
So just a couple movies to watch. Without Remorse. This is two things that's special about this movie. Of course, Michael B. Jordan delivers. I'm not going to tell you much about the movie, but you know, it's action packed and it goes right into it once you start the movie. Right. Great. It's on Amazon Prime. Make sure y'all check that out. Finally watched Mortal Kombat.
Hey, what you think, man? Other than the fake CGI, what you think?
It was fucking awesome. Nice. I'm such a fan. They couldn't fuck it up for me. Not with CGI. They couldn't fuck it up for me.
I was mad the way Goro went out.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But whatever.
That was crazy. And this is an old movie, but I thought this was really cool because it showed how anybody can bounce back from adversity. It's a movie called Chef. It's on Netflix. The premise of the story is this guy is a chef, and he's pretty much tested to the point where, you know, he makes a change in his path towards really, like, you know, cooking the best food. But he makes a great relationship with his son along the way. And not too many movies get the tear ducts going. But this one right here.
You busted back here?
Yo, I did.
It's all right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's cool to cry. It's cool to cry. I cry in the shower all the time. I cry in the shower all the time. It's cool, bro. It's cool.
You know what I'm saying? But this movie really got me because you see the journey that they go down the whole way. And yeah, if you get a chance, check that out, man.
Okay.
Yep.
There was this one. It's funny. My oldest Savannah, she has this thing where we all like sit on the couch and watch movies. So this past Friday before, she wanted to watch A Quiet Place. So it was cool. I think it was on might have been either Netflix or Hulu or whatever. We're watching it, and it's a dope premise where it's like if you make noise, these creatures come out the woodworks and kill you.
Oh.
So the whole family's like trotting through, you know, land, quiet as hell, and the boy, you know what I mean, like, you know, they have like there's a son, a daughter, and then and a baby. But you know, they're trying to keep the baby quiet, trying to make sure the kids are entertained without making noise. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a cool premise. But after we seen it, I saw a commercial for A Quiet Place 2. I was like, oh shit, we just seen part 1. So I was looking for Quiet Place 2. I was like, I want to watch this one now. You know what I'm saying? But it's only in theaters. So I gotta go take the kids to movies now. We gotta go. we gotta go watch A Quiet Place 2 in theaters. I'm gonna see if we can catch it this upcoming weekend. But yeah, if you got a chance, catch the first one. It's super dope. Super dope. I liked it a lot.
Will do.
I had one more appreciation actually for a Miss Press Secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre.
Yes.
She is officially the White House Principal Deputy Press Secretary and has become the second black woman in history to even hold the daily press briefing. It's good to see. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's just a cozy feel, so to speak. Like when you do turn into it and she gets up and she's like, hello, and nobody sees. She's like, hello.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, hello. They're like, yeah, I thought I was talking to myself in here. You know what I'm saying? She's there to like lay a tone. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to send a quick appreciation to her. And talk to me, man. What's going on before the next show?
Oh, man. Listen, I think we mentioned some stuff on the sports side. Personally, I think I don't really know of anything happening before the 15th or off the rip on my end.
Okay. 15th June.
You know, one thing I will say is congratulations to all the graduates, man.
Yes. It was a tough fucking year, bro.
Yeah, you deserve it. Congratulations. Special congratulations to our own cousin Jalen. Headed off to LSU.
Big talk.
Yo.
Big talk.
For our family, that's big.
That's big talk.
That is fucking big. You know what I mean? Shout out to all of our family that has graduated, is getting those certificates, is doing really big things. You may not know about this guy right here, but he's very big when it comes to architecture. He won't talk about it. He won't boast about it.
I dabble in the arts.
But he probably had something to do with some of the best structures you're probably sitting in right now.
I'm out here. You know, I dibble and dabble in the world. You know
what I mean? But just wanted to send that quick shout out to the family. Everybody doing big things because we're normalizing something that wasn't a thing in our family when we were young. Very few did the things that we're doing right now. And, you know, I just want to tell y'all, I love y'all, proud of y'all, and keep doing it, man.
Yes, real. We got to give y'all flowers while you're still here to hear them.
Indeed, man. Indeed. And can't wait to see y'all in a couple months.
Word. For Word. Real. We got to open up at some point.
Yeah. What about you, bro?
For June, I'm going to Vegas.
What?
Going to Vegas, bro. My Kendall and Dante.
Yeah.
It's Kendall's birthday. He's like, yo, I want the bros to go to Vegas. We was like, when? He's like 2 weeks. He's like, I was like, yeah, I just had a baby. You know what I'm saying? I gotta ask my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I asked Jen, she was like, if he asks you, you know what I mean, go. I was like, word? And she was like, word? I was like, all right. How do we do this? She's like, yo, I already got the room, just get the tickets. I was like, all right. You know what I'm saying? So me and Ronald, we caught some tickets and it's like, cool, we out. We going to Vegas. So I was like, all right. I'm still a little shell shocked. I don't really know what to do about it. You know what I mean? I didn't get to tell you that. I was just like, let's see how this goes. I've never been. I heard it's hot. You know what I mean? But outside of that, I'm gonna see how that goes. I think it's right before the next show though, so we'll see how that. I'll definitely let you know how it goes.
Yeah.
But outside of that, for the next couple of weeks, just looking for another paycheck, man, because I'm about to be broke.
Oh yeah, man. That's what's up though. That's what's up, man. Well, hey, if that's it, listen, it's that time of the show where you are now released back into your regularly scheduled programming. Corporate life, parental life, entrepreneurship, whatever it is that you do, we salute you. I'm Senor Lee.
I'm King Kapnick.
See you next pay week when we lock back in to a free state of mind.
Peace.
Yeah.